Salutations to the Knights of the Puzzle Beast table. My name is Sarhamtalot, and welcome to 2019. It's finally 2019. It's already 2019. Like, how's that even possible? Like, it was like just yesterday I uploaded this kind of video I did last year, but well, like I said last year, I'm thinking of starting off each year, like each first video of the year, to being a game room tour. But so yeah, welcome to my 2019 game room tour. And honestly, my gaming collection has, well, it's also the game room is also the bedroom, and it's also my recording studio for the most part. But you know, oh well. But anyway, for the game room tour, I have about a little over 140 games. It's not as big of a growth as I thought. Not as big of a growth as I thought it would be. As I thought it was. I thought it'd be over 150 games by now, but oh well. And I have about 24 consoles now. I'm not really sure. But either way, let's get started. Might as well start off with, well, last year, if you guys remember, I had this Pokemon 2018 calendar. And this year, I decided to go for a change. It is now, it's a Christian calendar, 2019. I know it's a bit weird, but, well, I'm a Christian. I'll deal with it. And right here is my bedroom door, so we're just starting out right near the bedroom door. You also see this, let me get the full frame here, Mega Evolutions Pokemon poster that I think I got at a grocery store, at a general store or something. I don't know. But it basically features all Mega Evolutions of Pokemon. And, yeah. So, this isn't the game room. I know it's a bit messy, but I like to start with a bit of an overview shot. The lighting is terrible, geez. Anyway, so let's start, before we get to the gaming setup, let's start with the two shelves that I still have on my wall. Let's try that, sorry. The bottom shelf here, top shelf, has all my video game plushies in the corner of remembrance for, in general, people I've lost throughout the years, been around to heaven. Anyway. But not much to say up here. I didn't really get that many new plushies this year, aside from that Mimikyu plushie. So adorable. Anyway, so basically, also, last year, if you remember correctly, my Gremlins collection was like right in this area, beside my graduation stuff. But I decided to move it, like if you've seen Autismus last year, day 2, it's right there now. Anyway, so here we have most of my video game figurines. We have a plug and play right here, world's smallest arcade cabinet, which is a bunch of poop, and a bunch of Pokemon stuff. It is mostly Pokemon stuff. But if you've seen my odds and ends video game odds and ends tour, you'll know that this 20-sided die is actually made out of soap, and it smells like eucalyptus oil, like eucalyptus trees, like, you know, the type of leaves koalas eat. Yeah. And in front of it we have, it says Word Quest right there, but the Earth World, but the label peeled off a little bit. It's actually, if you can focus. Focus! Okay, it's not going to focus. It's actually Sword Quest Earth World. Yeah. And yeah, it's the only Atari game I have, even though I don't really have a 2600. Why is this camera all fuzzy all of a sudden? I just realized that. Oh well. I don't know. Anyway, most of the stuff here is just Pokemon stuff and other stuff, but mostly Pokemon stuff. But as you can see, there's no Eevee stuff anywhere, because that's where this is. But, oh yeah. I also added a couple new Pop Vinyl figures to my collection. And you might be wondering, where are the rest? They are in a box, because this area specifically is for video game Pop Vinyl figures, like Bendy and the Ink Machine, Five Nights at Freddy's, Mortal Kombat, Overwatch, and the most recent addition, Digimon. That's a Gabumon, by the way. I saw that at like a flea market for like $10. So Not too bad of a deal, but still kind of pricey. Got a shot on Umbreon. Anyway, and here's all the my Papas things, including a pillow made out of his shirt, which, yeah, it's near and dear to my heart, honestly. And before we get to the Eevee collection, I would go there first, but let's get to the media center first. Before I get to that, before we move walls. Let's move back here. Here, in this part of the wall collection, we have the original Xbox. I just recently added this to the game room. For those who don't know, I added this into the living room when I got it because I ran out of space here. But now that I have new power supplies and I have bigger AC adapters and a more tidier media center, I add in with more outlets. I added more consoles. So here's the original Xbox. We have the original PlayStation right below it. We have the PS2. It's kind of dark. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a PS2, and that's the Slim model. And below it, we have. It's pretty slim. You guys can't even see it. It's pretty slim, but that's all my Sony games: 2 PS1 games, 4 PS2 games, and 1 PS4 game, and yeah, I have no PS3 games. Oh well. There aren't that many PS3 games that interest me, unlike the Xbox 360. So then we come to the main attraction. We have my media setup. We have the VCR and DVD player. On top of that, we have I basically added more ports onto the media center. And it was originally just a 7-port, but in the 8th port of the 8-port switch box, I basically plugged this into the 8th channel. That way I can play PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4. Nope, I mean Xbox original games. And yeah, in case you're wondering where the PS3 is, I don't have it up here yet, because I don't have an AV cable for it, and my HDMI switch box currently is full. And then we have my TV, standard, pretty standard for me. It's only about 2 feet, 2.5. I don't know. I haven't measured it in a while. And then we have my controller Chaos Xbox controller, and beside the TV, we have the Xbox One. It is not an Xbox One X. I can't afford that. But on top of it, we have Turtle Beach headsets, which I got for Christmas this past year. And then we have all the Nintendo consoles and some add-ons and so on and so forth. We have the NES original, the SNES original, the Wii and Wii U, which are sharing a bunk now. We're sharing a block now, not bunk. Originally, the SNES and the Wii U were sharing one square, but now it's these two because it made sense in my opinion. And I just recently got the PS4, like about a week ago. I can't say the rest because it involves a lot of swearing. Sorry, and I don't know the words. Anyway, so then on the bottom row we have the N64, the GameCube, the Sega Dreamcast, and the NES and SNES Classic Editions, which I honestly love this setup, but I want to add more to it. Like, in case you're wondering for last year, Sir Hamtala, where's the Switch? Yeah, the Switch had to be moved downstairs as well because I wanted to play the PS4 for Marvel's Spider-Man right there. And I wanted to play it in my room because I haven't played the game yet. I haven't even seen like reviews or gameplay footage of it on YouTube, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but I have high expectations because everyone's saying it's the game for PS4 2018. Anyway, moving on, we have my Eevee collection. Let me just slide. Ow. I stubbed my toe a little bit. Ow. Hit my bottom. Anyway, we have my Eevee collection. And I would go into detail with this. I've added a few new things like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee into my collection. And this figure, which I meant to upload a video on, but the file corrupted a little bit. I don't know how to fix it. And some other Eevee cards into the collection. But aside from that, that's the only new things I've added to the collection. I haven't really added that much to it, unfortunately. As long as it has an Eevee on it, I'll add it to the collection. I meant to bring this downstairs. Oh well. I'll leave it right there for now. And then we have the first Loot Crate box I've ever gotten. The Summon theme from September 2015. Wow, that was a long time ago, it feels like. Goodness. Anyway, so that's basically from September 2015. It's my first Loot Crate. I decided to keep it because Tony backwards. Why not? Next to it, we have my BB-8 app-enabled droid, which I haven't played with in a while. I don't even know if I have the app on my phone anymore because it kind of deactivated itself. I don't know. And then we have an unofficial Big Book of Pokemon book. We have and a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff on my desk, which I need to sort out a little bit of. Yeah, this desk needs cleaned out badly. And I also need to find a space for my Dreamcast game. My only Dreamcast game I have that I got for $12. Anyway, ow! Yeah, there's not an easy way to get out of this chair. By the way, this desk I need to get rid of. It just doesn't go with the room anyway. And then we have the dresser, which is oversized, but we'll get to that in a minute. New add-ons to the game room. Let me just move this garbage can. We have the Wii Zapper, but that's the Star Wars themed one. I can move my Bulbasaur. We have the Guitar Hero guitar and a Rock Band microphone, but that is an actual guitar right there. And fun fact, my papa made that. And my mama decided when he died, unfortunately, his wife, she decided that each of the grandkids could have their own guitar that my papa made, which honestly, I'm happy I got. I really want to play guitar, and I'll have to play guitar lessons, but if I learn to play guitar, video game covers? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Before we get to the dresser, we have my tripod first off. I just thought I'd get that out of the way before I move it. We have my tripod. It's always up at all times because it's easier to do, and it's easier to install than uninstall. I don't know. Then we have my Build-A-Bear Pokemon plush keys, and I finally found Meowth, by the way, in case you were wondering. I don't know how I missed him. He was just in that corner. Anyway, we have Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Vulpix, Jigglypuff, and Meowth. And Eevee's over there. I still need to add to this collection. I haven't been in a Build-A-Bear since July. Anyway, so then we have my Gremlins collection. In case you're wondering, yes, I also found this at a flea market. It is Greta, the female gremlin from Gremlins 2. They also have the flashing gremlin, but I couldn't find it. Oh well. And then we have the map for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu / Eevee. I still need to hang this up. I haven't done that yet. I'm thinking I can't obviously put it above my mirror because there's no space for it. I can't reach it. We have my Pikachu beanie and my Five Nights at Freddy's Foxy beanie. And my Oreo milkshake gift set, which I still need to get through. And then we have my whiteboard. Let me turn off my lamp. It's too unknowingly bright. These are all the things I'm wanting to do with the game room. This is where I sleep. Anyway, so this is all the stuff I want to do with the game room. Like for flipping it, I watched too much renovation TV shows with my mom. She watches a lot of Fixer Uppers, so I learned so basically I want to do my game room a Fixer Upper eventually this year. But that's a story for a later time. Anyway, here we have my Mario collection. I've moved a couple things around, here is my, we have the Super Mario Cereal Amiibo, and a whole bunch of other stuff, like Japanese exclusives that I got in a Super Geek box of Yoshi and a Wild Mushroom, I guess. But then, the pride and joy of the collection is this poster that I got signed by Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario himself. honestly, still the highlight of my life that I actually got to meet him. Then we have my lamp. It basically has 2 outlets on the back of it, so I can charge my phone into it without And then we basically have the smallest collection in my game room, the Game Boy Color. Ooh, totally forgot to mention something back over here. Below my desk, I totally forgot about this, is my Microsoft games. I totally forgot to mention that. On one shelf we have the sole and only Xbox game I own. It's Shenmue 2. It's pretty much the smallest collection it's pretty much the smallest game collection in my game room. Correction, actually it's PS3 because that collection is non-existent. Then we have the 360, which honestly, it's the game console that made me into a game collector, so this is going to be the biggest collection. If only there was a way to fit everything in here, because there's not enough space. As you can see, it's my biggest collection with I think 25, 30 games, somewhere around there. And then we have in the bottom shelf Kinect games and Xbox One games, which it's slim pickings. I know. For as much as I love the 360, you think I'd love the Xbox One more, but not many games. And finally, to close off the game room tour, let me move my tripod again. We have my Nintendo collection, and it's pretty much the biggest collection I have. With the Microsoft games, I have 49 and 50. I think about 50 games, but this, I did the math, I have 80. And some collections have grown, some collections have not compared to last year. Like the NES collection, I have, I think, 9 official games on here. 10 if you count the Super Games, 143 and 1, but Gremlins 2 is now over with the Gremlins collection, if you saw Autism's video, day 2. In the Super Nintendo collection, I've gained a little bit more, like a complete in-box Donkey Kong Country game that I got for Christmas, and Mortal Kombat 3 that I got at a flea market for I don't even know, honestly. I think $5, $10, I don't know. Anyway, then we have the Nintendo 64 collection, which hasn't really grown much, TBH. But at least I got Mortal Kombat 4 again at a flea market this last weekend. The GameCube collection finally got an official collection. Last year it had I don't even think I had a single game for GameCube last year, if I remember correctly. Because I didn't even have a GameCube last year. I don't know, honestly. You let me know in the comments. If you've seen the video, I haven't watched the video in over a year, so I want to remember. But the games I have here are Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters Melee. The controls kind of suck. Pokemon Channel, Resident Evil, and Resident Evil 0. I have never played. The last 2. I played Pokemon Channel mostly. And then for Christmas, my little sister got me Soul Calibur 2, which I can't thank her enough. This is one of the games, that's one of the games I wanted for Christmas, because, it has Link in it. That version, at least. Wii collection, it's about 6 games. 6 games. And then the Wii U collection has definitely grown compared to the past few months, let alone the past year. It's not an official collection yet, because I only have 4 games, and for those who don't know, I only count it as a collection. I don't know if I said this a few months ago, but to count as a collection, I need to have the console and the games, at least 5 games for the console. And then right here are my Switch games, which I know it's slim again. I have 7 games because I have the Let's Go Eevee. Then in here we have accessories and my Game Boy era. I think, yeah, that one has my Game Boy Advance games. This one has, I think, Game Boy games. I would open it up, but I'm running out of footage. I can only record a half-hour video. Oh well. Then we come to the final stop, the DS era. 3 games up there. One of them doesn't work. I have 8 games on the DS and 6 games on the 3DS. I barely play on it though, so who knows? But I'm a collector. And by the way, finally finished Pokemon Ultra Moon. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that in the video in last year. Like I played it I tried playing it for a while, but then I had the reset because I chose Popplio as my starter. But that's a story for a different time. And then we come to the final wall, which has my bed. It's kind of wintry, I know. But then, let me turn on the light again. Ah, brightness. Here on this wall, we have, well, not much. We have NES, the poster that came with the NES Classic, and my Loot Crate pins, which I think I mentioned last 4th of July, which feels like a few months ago, which feels like a couple months ago, but it's actually been more than half a year ago. Anyway, and then right here, we have my handheld collection. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, DS, and 3DS, which still has a game in it. What game is that? Oh, it's Ultra Moon. Still playing it, apparently. Anyway, you're probably wondering why I got 2 Game Boy Advance SPs. One was mine, one was mine, and one was my little sister's. One of them is defective, though. Yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for the game room tour, but and I know it's not much of a difference in terms of, like, everything else. Like, I know I added more game consoles and more games, but in terms of furniture arrangement and how the walls look, there isn't much. However, like I said earlier, I am complaining to flip this room. I'm talking, like, an arcade cabinet. I'm talking, like, an improved gaming chair, because currently I have 2, one for gaming and one for working. And this wall is going to be completely different. Just that part of the wall where everything is on, it's going to be a feature wall. Sorry, I don't know why I talk like that. Anyway, and there might also be a little surprise symbolizing you guys. Hint, hint. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this game room tour. I know it was kind of long and yeah, that's all I have to say. I know it was kind of long and it might have been kind of boring, I don't know. But if you enjoyed it, drop a like you're dropping the bass. Wah, wah. I'll give you a subscribe button, the smizzy smack. Ow, that actually hurt. And I'll see you fellow knights in the next video. Dudes.